Hello friends, this is Jagbeer Singh and today we are going to design a BMW X5 rim. So let's start with the front plane sketch and let's create a center line like this. Make it horizontal. Select your center line and make it infinite length. Now select your center line and your origin and make them coincident. Now draw a line like this. Now make the length of this line as 4 mm and now make this point and this line and make a diameter of, just go for dia and make value 482.6. Okay, now go for line tool and start a line from this point like this. Now take a smart dimension and from this point to this point make it 12 and the angle from this point to this point as 60. Decrease, make this dimension as 20 and from this point to this point to this point, Control Z it. From this point to this one as again 12. Now this line has 80. Now select your this line and select this line and make them as collinear. Now take smart dimension again from this line to this line, make it okay, cancel it. Before you make it collinear, just simply go for smart dimension, this angle and this angle as now do one thing, just go for trim and trim these lines. Now go for line tool, draw a line like this. Now take smart dimension, make this angle as 30. Now select this line as first escape, select this line and control select this line, make them collinear. Okay, and now select this point and control select this point, make them horizontal. Now do the same thing for this point, control this point, again make them horizontal. Now take smart dimension from this point to this point, make it 250 and select your this point and control select your origin as make them vertical. Now you go for smart dimension from that point to this point, make angle of 60 degree Now you go for features, Revolve, go for no, give a thickness of 3 mm. Now finish your Revolve. Now you go for insert, features, reference geometry and plane. Now for first reference you select this side, but before you go you apply a fillet of 1 mm. Select this feature. Instead of this face you go for Revolve. Now you go for insert, reference geometry, plane, and select this face, first reference, and select this face as second reference. Now you go to plane at the mid, control 1 and take front plane, start sketch. Now go for tools, sketch tools, intersection curve. Now you select this face, select this face, this one, and accept it. Now control 1 and you will get a sketch like this. Now you go for section view, accept. Now on your front plane you start as now you go for a center line, draw a center line horizontally and select it and make infinite length. Now select your center line and origin, make them coincident. Now draw a line like this. Give it a dimension of 72.5 and go for smart dimension. Go for smart dimension from this line to this line. Make it 95.5 and before you do this one, let's just delete this one and escape. Delete this dimension and select this, make it a tire and make value 72.5. Now make this one as 132 and from this point to origin 95.5. Okay, now go for a spline, start from this point and join here. Now click on your spline and drag it like this. Now select this handle and make it vertical. Now go for smart dimension, make this handle as 198 and from this point to this point make it 140. Okay, now from this point to center line make it 75. and select your this arrow and this plane, make angle of 13.7 degrees. Okay, now take a line from this point to this point. Now take a spline and from this point to somewhere at this point. Now go for smart dimension from this point to this point, make it 43.5. Now give this arrow a dimension of 47. Now select your spline, drag it like this. Now go for smart dimension, select this handle and this plane as, give it an angle of 18.5 and dimension to this arrow as 265. Now escape your dimension tool and select this one and make it horizontal. Now give a dimension to this handle of 140 and from this point to the center line to 12, but make it as a diameter and value as 212. And accept it. Now our sketch is fully defined, just go for trim and trim this area, and you select this area and delete them. Finish your sketch, go for features, revolve features, and in axis of revolution you select this one. You make sure you uncheck merge result and just accept it. Now you can see it like this also. Now okay, now control 1 and take your front plane, start a new sketch. Now we are going to make our hole for nuts, so take a center line at the origin, select it and make it infinite length. Now you go for line like this. Now go for smart dimension. Before you go for smart dimension, you trim this area and join the line. Now smart dimension, make it 150, this one as 84, make this one as 6. Now take this line and this center line, make it a diameter of value 120. Accept it. Now make it 12. Make this angle for this line and this line as 45 and from this line to the origin as 100. Now we got a fully defined sketch. Just finish this sketch. Now you go for again revolve. Now instead of the center line, just clear selection and select this line as revolve line. Do not merge it. Now you finish this one. Now what we have to do, we have to extract these holes from the main body. So for that, but before that we have to pattern it. So go for circular pattern, select bodies to pattern and select this one. Take number of instances as 5. Activate the axis, select this axis as your pattern axis, accept the result. Now again you hide them. Now we have to extract these from the main body, so then go for insert, go to insert, features, go for combine, and go for subtract. For the main body you select this one, and bodies to subtract you select these pattern holes. Now accept it. Now you will get this thing. You could have easily done with the extrude cut, but I want to utilize the feature of combine. So now you select this plane and go for insert, reference geometry and plane. Make a plane at 180 and just accept it. Now Ctrl 3, select this plane and start sketching on it. Now go for a center line, and from this origin you make a center line like this. Again go for one more center line from the same point origin, just like this. Now smart dimension, make from this point to this point 283.5 and make from this point to this point 287. Okay, now make an angle between them as 22.5. Now you go for line tool to start a line from this point like this. Go for spline, and from this point to somewhere this point you create a spline. Now activate your spline, select like this. Now you select this one and make it horizontal, and now make a dimension as 126.4, and from this point to origin as 75. Okay, now give a dimension as 36.4 divide by 2. Okay, now we got just this angle and this line as 15.558 and dimension to this one as 198. Okay, make it 297. Accept it. I'll go for mirror entity, select this one, that one, and mirror about the center line. Accept it. Now take a line like this from this point, select this line and this center line and make them perpendicular. I'll go for a spline from this point, make a spline like this. Now click on your spline and bring out like this. Now smart dimension from this point to this point, 143. Now for this line, like this. Go for this dimension, 70.25. Now give a angle from this handle to this line as 20.22. It's 20.22. Okay, and to this handle give it 320. Now select this handle, control this line, go for escape first. Now select this handle and control this line, make them horizontal. Let's control Z. You select the handle properly and control the line, make them perpendicular. Select the handle and give a dimension of 42. So now you got this shape. Now you go for mirror entities, select this line and mirror about the center line. Accept it. Now you got two fully defined sketches. Now you finish this sketch. Now go for extruded cut. Now go for 140 depth and give a draft of 2.5 degrees, and in select bodies untick this auto select, and in the selection box select this body and accept. Now you got this. Now you go for fillet and you select fillet of 4 mm and you select this face, this one and internal one, and accept it. Now you go for circular pattern and in the features you select this cut and the fillet, and for your axis go for activating your axis, select this one and make 8 with equal spacing. Now you accept the result. Now you got a shape like this. Now Now go for let's hide these planes. Now go for fillet, and on this edge like a fillet of 4. Now as in solid bodies there are 2 bodies, so let's just combine them. Go for insert features and go for combine and go for add. Select the main body and this area and just simply combine them. Now we have to create some area here to put our BMW logo. So but before that let's add some fillet on these areas. Go for fillet, just do not show any preview. Select this area, this one, that one. Apply. It will apply a fillet like this. Control Z it. Go for a 3-point arc from this point, just like this. Select that arc, make it tangent to this one. Now take a smart dimension, give it a radius of 2 mm, and from this point to this point give it a dimension of 3.7. Okay, just finish. Now you go for line tool. From origin take a line like this and take a spline from this point to the end point and take a line from this point to this point. Now just go for trim and trim everything like this, these one also. Now smart dimension from origin to this point, make it 42.5. okay, this line make it 18. Now you click on your spline, drag it outside, just like this. Select this one and make it vertical. Now control this spline and this line as tangent, give a dimension to this handle as 8 and give to this handle a dimension of 40. Now you finish your sketch, go for Revolve feature, axis around this one, do not merge the result and just finish. Now go like this. Now what we have to do, we have to put a BMW logo. So for putting that BMW logo you have to go to Google and you look for BMW logo, then you will find a BMW logo like this one here. You just have to download a BMW logo like this, then simply go for Solidworks and then go for your this button and go for decals, put your logos, put a default logo on this area. Now you go for this browse button and you browse your file. Let's say I'm going for my desktop and I'm searching for BMW logo is there. Select this one. Now you will see we have to do some adjustments here. Go for mapping. Okay, instead of cylindrical, make it projection. Now you have to zoom a little bit and you have to bring your image like this. Now enlarge your logo. And just finish this one. As if you want to give some appearance, also go for this one and go for appearance. Let's say you want to give it metallic, go for steel, and you want it to be matte one, just simply draw for entire part. Now your BMW logo is here and your rim is being designed. Now if you like this video, you can hit like button, you can share with your friends. Now if you want to see these kind of useful next coming videos, then you can simply subscribe to my channel. This is Jagbir Singh signing off. Jai India, Jai Bharat.